It's crazy that the woman threw the punch on the cop.
And no. Wait a minute, Smokey. You just said it's crazy the woman punched the cop. This dude bit a police dog. That's not the crazy part?
Yeah.
Hey, blast off, I can talk my ass off. Hey, Smokey, what you seen, and I'll tell you what I saw. Hollywood, what you think, and I'll tell you what I thought. And we can talk about it all when we here on Trash Talk. Hey.
What's going on, everybody? We're back with another episode of the Trash Talkers podcast.
We made it.
We made it, Smoke.
Yeah. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, yeah.
We made it.
We made it.
Man, did we get a new award? Were we voted for a new award?
Yes, we were.
What was it?
It was people who walk their dogs it's people who walk their poodles in the rain because the dog can't hold it long enough.
After 4 p.m.
After 4 p.m.
Dang it, we on our way, Smoke.
Yes,
we are
we
on our
made
way,
it, man.
We on our way, man.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, man? How's life? How's the family? How's the kids?
Oh, man, everything's great.
Everything's good.
Yeah, everything's in line, man.
Did you get a chance to see the lunar eclipse?
No, man, I went out to see it. I didn't even hear about it until the morning that it was almost over. Like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes before it was even over. So I'm like, oh, let me go check. I go outside and I can't even see the moon. Like, so where's the moon?
A lunar eclipse is when the moon goes in front of the sun? How does that work?
It's either that or solar. Solar, I think, is the Earth blocking out the sun.
And then the lunar is when
unless I got it backwards.
Y'all let us know if you know.
Yeah, it's got to be, lunar has to be the moon blocking out the sun.
And then
and the solar is the Earth blocking out the sun. Yes.
Interesting. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get, first of all, some more inside information in this to all the Trash Talkers who watch the Trash Talkers podcast. But Hollywood's late to everything.
Yeah.
I'm late to everything.
I was too this time because I didn't even hear about it until it was too late.
What you talking about, the lunar eclipse?
Yes.
Nah, but you didn't know it was coming.
No.
If you knew it was coming, would you have been early?
Yeah, I would like to have seen it, yes.
See, I'm too tired, man. Just look, I'm gonna put some insight. When me and Smokey went to go see Tool, so we shared a hotel room because it was last minute. Every place was booked, and I'm like, look, Smokey likes to sleep with the TV on. Okay, I can't. I need complete darkness, no sound, no nothing. So I'm in there passed out, and because I want to make my dog comfortable. Hey, if you want to watch the TV, that's fine. I'm gonna drink this alcohol so I can put myself to sleep.
And he didn't.
Eventually, he turned the TV off. But I woke up. I just, you know how you just turn over and you're like, oh, what's going on? I woke up. It was 4:30. Smokey's out there peeking out the window with a drink of coffee as if he's missing. Dude, I'm like, go to bed.
Like, it's something subconscious to where I feel like I am missing something if I'm sleeping late. I gotta get up and see what's going on.
It's 4:30.
I don't care. There was some interesting stuff happening.
What'd you see at this random...
I saw a van pull up, and this woman jumped out, like, still in her club outfit. And
Did you really see that?
Yeah. Yeah, she jumped out she was still wearing her club clothes. They probably just got home. They've been partying all night.
You think
and
they
she
did
gets out and waddles into her room.
Oh, so she waddled?
Yeah, she kind of waddled.
You think they did the...
I mean, she might have been waddling for a reason.
You remember we did that video for Lindemann Mathematic? Where
yeah.
He was waddling. That was great, dude. That was great. Yeah, man, I'm one of those type of people. Like, we've said it before on the podcast, I'm late to everything. Like, when we record the podcast or reactions, Smokey beats me here. And he's like, dude, you this is your place of residence. How?
Yes. How do I get here before you?
Yes, and you work 5 minutes. I mean, look, it's crazy, but in a way, and I want to know how many other trash talkers feel this way because I work better that way. I work better under pressure. Like if I know, hey, this has to be done immediately. If it does, I get it done immediately. But if you give me like, hey, you got 3 weeks. Oh, okay, I'll do a little bit here. No, that's not
right.
Me.
You're gonna wait until 10 minutes.
Yes,
to go.
And I'm gonna get it done.
But then, what if you mess up and then you ain't got no time to fix it?
Rarely happens.
Yeah, you can say that, but
I mean, according to what happened in my life, it rarely happens. But that's because I just think I'm used to that. It's just I'm used to waking up late. I'm used to getting up late. Like listen, since I've had my first job since like 2000 or since I was like 22, I've always been at least 5 minutes late.
That was your first job? 22?
No, my first job was 13.
Oh, okay.
But I'm talking. Well, 13 is I was a normal, good old kid. And when 22 came around, I've never been on time to work. I've always been 5 minutes late, but never been fired. I've never been fired. Never been fired because I do my job. Like, hey, he's 5 minutes late, but yes, he puts his.
I think the older I got, the better I got at it.
Really?
Yeah, I remember being a teenager. I was just strolling, working at the Hardee's. I was strolling whenever I felt like it because that's the way everybody did.
Yeah.
Nobody ever said anything. You show up 3 hours late, and they're like, "Oh, good. Grab a headset, get on the drive-thru,
drop the fries, dude."
Yeah.
Real quick, I don't know if y'all have Hardee's where you are, but what's your favorite thing at Hardee's?
Well, see, back then it was probably like the breakfast.
No.
Yeah, the biscuits.
No.
What?
Frisco burger.
Frisco's were good.
Oh, Frisco's is so good.
But I don't know. Like, they were known for the breakfast. Like, breakfast was a non-stop rush the entire time. Just person after person, lines around the building. Then when lunch hit, like, it might be a one customer stroll
every
up
3 hours.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you. You didn't like the Frisco burgers?
Yeah,
the sourdough bread, the Swiss. Yeah. Oh, man.
Sourdoughs were amazing.
Dang it, I might.
But those spicy chicken sandwiches were amazing, too.
It was bussin'?
Yeah.
Scale 1 to 10. 10 is something you've never tasted. 1 is the worst thing. Scale 1 to 10. How good is
I'm going to put a spicy chicken in like a 7.5.
No
8.
way.
Yes.
Dude, 10 is something you've never tasted.
And now it may just be, nostalgia. It may just be remembering it that good, but I might get one now and be like, okay, I'll give it a 4. but
exactly.
But back then,
it was a 7.
You 16 years old, you're like, man, this is good stuff right here.
Man, yeah, it's something about that Frisco burger, and I don't eat much fast
Frisco
food.
was good. The Monster burger was amazing.
Oh, those are dude, and people like the bacon and Arby's. If you're looking for two great spokesperson for your company, holler at the Trash Talkers. My name's Beander Hollywood 6. This is Larry Smoker Ramirez Cowers, and he actually worked for Arby's and
Hardee's.
Hardee's. Damn, I just messed it up, dude.
Well. But still Arby's.
If you guys are looking, we can be your spokesperson.
Absolutely.
But one thing that I did not like about Arby's, the second best thing other than the Frisco was them cherry apple. Them cherry.
Oh yeah, the little pies.
Yes,
dude. That was good stuff.
They were delicious.
Turnovers. Yeah.
Turnover. All right,
Yeah,
okay, guys, we're continuing down the list on the top 50 most disturbing songs that people enjoy, and we're starting at
we're starting at 40 today.
We're starting at 40 today. And
do you want to do the comments first?
Yes, absolutely.
Right.
Before we do that, we're going to get into the comments. So, of last podcast, again, if you guys don't know, we do the top most liked comments of the previous podcast.
Video, yes.
So, number 3 is Linda Coy, and she actually says, one of these days I'm going to make it on that comment list. Linda Coy, you made it. Thank you for everything. You're such an OG trash talker, OG.
She's gonna be like, well, I wish you would have read the other comment.
We have to go off the votes.
Yeah,
but yes, Linda Coy says, one of these days I'm going to make it on that comment list, and you did today, Linda.
Yep, there you are, Linda.
She also says, Smokey's Bubble Guts is a hell of a way to kick off this week.
Man, it was a hell of a way to end the day.
Dude. If y'all haven't seen last week's podcast, go read the comments. Almost every other comment's about Smokey's Bubble Guts.
Dude, it was horrible. God.
Because of Halloween sugar-free candy.
Yes, that was it.
Oh my God. Okay, number 2. Number 2. Actually, we have a 2-way tie here.
Let's do both then.
Okay, yeah, we got a 2-way tie here. Okay, we got Lisa Johnson. Shout out Lisa, OG Trash Talker. She says, you fellas did a reaction to one of my favorite artists, Tori Amos. Yeah. She has a song on her debut album, Little Earthquake, in 92, about her R word. Y'all know what I'm talking about. 4-letter R word.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. like Daddy, it is gut-wrenching and heartbreaking. If you are up to it, get a listen. It's called Me and Gun. Wow.
That word's not used in the title, though, is it?
She just said it's called...
the
name of the song is Me and a Gun.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, but apparently that's what it's about. So
we can work around that.
Yeah, we'll figure out a way to work around it. Tied for that is Ken Bobber. He says, the disturbing song I've been listening to lately is Havoc. Don't do it. It's about suicide. Goes through the passing thoughts, then the threat of doing it, quote unquote, cry for help, then the rage right before you do it. Then the song gets very calm and fades away like they did it and is at peace. Best way I can describe it.
Wow.
That's interesting. Shout out, shout out.
That
Ken
is
Bobber.
very interesting, actually.
And the number one comment from last podcast is by Levi Brand. Shout out Levi Brand. He says, not only do you need to revisit Closer in the video format, but you need to react to the entire Nine Inch Nails catalog. You should dedicate a day to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I do want to point out just an honorable mention. Including Shan and a few other trash talkers, they said that I like the song Black Hole Sun.
Mm-hmm.
But when I see the video, I'm gonna be like, what? So
really?
They say the video to Black Hole Sun is something to behold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, that's kind of what they were saying on the list too.
Okay. All right. Well, so again, remind me, what number was this?
40.
40. All right. So
yes.
Number 40 on the songs that people enjoy that have a disturbing backstory, which I can understand this one.
Really?
I can understand this one.
Oh, I can too.
My thing is just, why is this... Dude, if Daddy was like 44, 45...
I know. Like, how much more disturbing are we going to get?
Yes.
Yeah.
Disposable Teens was so high up. And now, 49, right? I mean, 40 is Jeremy by Pearl Jam.
Yeah.
I mean, that... If y'all haven't seen that video, dude...
Yes, we did cover that one.
I mean, it was almost a jump scare to me and Smoke. When we saw the video, we were like...
Yeah, the video really set it off. I wonder if they're going to do that much like Closer. But, I mean, the entire subject is obviously really heavy, you know. But I wonder if that video actually put them on this list.
Maybe. I just feel like Daddy and Jeremy should be like top 10. Unless we've just seen some things that we just have not covered yet.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some.
Yeah, and, you know, shout out to the Trash Talkers, because you guys leave a lot of songs like, hey, this better be on this list. This better be on this. But, you know, giving a quick background on Jeremy, it says, years before bullying became a hotly contested national debate, Pearl Jam addressed its worst case and game scenario in the radio and MTV hit Jeremy, based on a true story, about a student who shot himself in front of his class. Eddie Vedder's lyrics painted an emotional theory of issues that might have contributed to the young man's radical form of expression, which the singer poetically voiced as, Jeremy spoke in class today. To this day, Vedder's understatement imbues the song with innately disturbing feeling for such a beautiful song.
Man. And it really is. Like, if you really didn't look into the topic of that song, you would go, wow, that's just a beautiful song.
Do you think you could do that without seeing the video?
What, understand, like, the heaviness of it?
The severity of how he meant that song to be portrayed.
No, I don't think so. I think the video sets it off. I mean, if you look into the backstory, you can get it for sure. And I don't remember if we discussed it on the video or if it was just in the comments. But, yeah, that backstory was something that really happened.
Dude, I just remember Jeremy spoken.
Yeah.
Man, dude. It's one of those ones, dude, where... And, guys, I'm sure you've heard the song Jeremy by Pearl Jam, but... Watch the video, or you know what? Better yet, watch our reaction, because our reaction, and we show the video as well. But I'm pretty sure if you've never seen that video, your reaction is going to be very similar to ours.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, the bad thing is this happened way too many times.
Yes, man. Moving on, what we got for next one, Smoke?
All right, so I don't think we've covered this. This is Blink-182 Adam's song. I don't recall doing this one.
Blink. Wait. Blink 182. Is that?
Adam's
would you say punk? Punk, right?
Yeah, pop punk. Yeah.
All right, now do the punk thing.
Oh, when I come around.
Blink 182 didn't have that sound.
You know, huh?
They didn't have that.
No, they didn't. No, not that I recall. That not from what we've covered, at least.
First of all, whose song is that? When I come.
Oh, it's Green Day. 'Cause you know where I'll be found when I come around.
Do you do that epically, dude? Tell me about Adam's song by Blink 182, though.
Yeah, Blink 182 surprised many fans with Adam's song, which made it all the way to number 2 on the U.S. modern rock charts in the fall of '99, despite taking the form of a teenager's suicide note. Ooh. Needless to say, the song was quite a change of pace, thematically speaking. That's definitely a change of pace, because they're known for lighthearted stuff, it seems. For the band, better known for their upbeat, that's what I basically said, pop punk duties. The fact is that many of their teenage fans could relate and even take comfort in its doomed protagonist experience.
Its doomed protagonist experience. Break that down.
The protagonist of the story, the subject of the story, was basically into his own doom. Apparently a suicidalist. I kind of want to do the video now, or the song, and see what it's all about. Man, that's tough. And it's a shame that it happens in teenagers so much.
Yeah, that's the tough part, man.
Yeah,
it's like,
because you have so much life ahead of you.
You want to go deep for a second?
What's up?
Okay. I get this is American, do whatever you want. Dwayne Wade's, Dwayne Wade.
Mm.
He had a 12-year-old son.
Yeah.
And chopped off his...
I'm not for that. Like, you can say what you want politically or whatever. I don't go on the right or the left side.
Now, what if your child...
But I say that that's a dangerous territory because...
You haven't went through puberty yet.
Yes.
You haven't...
Yes.
At least wait till you're 18, please. I don't care what
Let the child make their own decision on that, in my opinion. Because you never know. He could change his mind when he gets older.
Yes.
He or she.
At 12, you don't know what you want in life, period.
Yes. That is a confirmed story, right? There's no allegedly to this.
Let's do it. Let's add an alleged to that.
Yeah.
Let's say allegedly, but the story is that happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. That if that did allegedly, just that's too young. If you add,
dude,
again,
in my opinion, that's too young. Like, you have to let them become an adult and make their own decision. In my opinion.
Not only that, but you probably hated spinach when you were 12.
Mm-hmm.
You probably love spinach now.
Absolutely. I hated collard greens when I was a kid.
I ain't never in my life hated a collard green. Really?
Yeah, when I was young, yeah. I didn't want to eat much of anything green.
The only thing that I hated when I was a kid that I still don't eat much of today is squash.
Really? I love squash.
And I know you do. You brought up a big old... Actually, my mom makes a pretty good butternut squash, but I don't consider that really squash.
Butternut is amazing. Yeah. It's more like sweet potatoes or something. You know?
But I'm not a fan of squash. But no, you're right. I think let the child at least go through puberty. Be... First of all, I don't care what you do. If it makes you happy, do it. Do it. If you're not hurting anyone, but then that becomes the question: are we hurting someone?
Yeah, that is the question. Yeah.
Are we? If
think about this. If they grow up and say, okay, I didn't want this now. I've changed my mind. And now you've got that life to live with.
Right. Well, then they probably could say, hey, well, you can reverse this procedure.
Well, that may be something they looked into.
I mean,
it's like tattoos. People get tattoos, and then later on in life, they regret it, right? And then they get them removed.
I regret right now. You can't see it on there, but it says COV. And I got this when I was 14 and did 2 days in jail. It was for the song that I made.
Yeah.
But no.
So what if you're giving your 12-year-old kid a tattoo, and then they grow up and say, well, I really hate this tattoo. Now they've got to go through all the agony of getting it removed.
Yeah. Or get it covered up. because the tattoo removal it's 10 times
horrible
more painful.
From what I hear.
10 times more painful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Again, this is America. Do whatever you want as long as you're not hurting anyone else. But then that becomes the question: are you hurting?
That's
someone?
the argument. Yes.
Yeah. Oh man, this okay. Moving on down the list. Let's see.
Yeah.
I can't. We're gonna have to check out Adam's song by Blink-182.
Absolutely, yes.
So the next song is It's by Judas Priest. Okay. Mm-hmm. And the name of the song is "Better by You, Better Than Me." So let's say we're doing a reaction to this song, and I say, "Hey, we're doing a song by Judas Priest, the Satanic
Judas Priest."
Do it in Vince McMahon voice.
Judas Priest.
Yes. So we're doing a Judas Priest song, and the name of the song is "Better by You, Better Than Me." If I just had to ask you, Smokey, what is that about? What you gonna say?
Better by you, better than me. Is it about looking at someone and saying, "Hey, you do everything better than me"? Like, oh, might as well you do it because you're so much better than me.
Better by you, better than me. Okay, well, just to give a quick background here, it says, just like heavy metal's other major trend-setting band in the 1970s, Black Sabbath, Judas Priest, what did I say? Judas Priest. Judas Priest's early discography was packed with depressing subject matter, so their cover of Spooky Tooth's, it was a cover by Better by You, Better Than Me from 1978's Stained Glass barely raised an eyebrow. However, many years later, this popular song became a centerpiece of a troubling lawsuit leveled by the parents of two young men they claimed had attempted suicide. Wow, directly as a result of listening to the song. Fortunately, all charges were eventually thrown out of court, but the stigma surrounding the recording sadly lives on. I think I've heard something about this. I think I heard something about, I don't know if it was I remember a story about a teenage kid doing the ultimate bad deed and the ultimate thing that you can do in your life. Mm-hmm. And he had the song, a Judas Priest song, on repeat. You know?
That does kind of ring a bell now that you say that. I couldn't recite the story, but that does kind of ring a bell.
Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't there like a suicide pact or something?
I think so. Oh my god, dude!
We definitely need to check out that song also.
Well, yeah, not only that, but man, did we even touch on this?
Yeah, I don't know. It's so touchy, but another thing, we can say it again, because when you're a teenager, you think differently than when you're an adult.
Well, not only that, do you remember me showing you the video of and of course it's not a gruesome well, I'm sure this crime scene was gruesome, but do you remember showing you the video of the two Swedish twin sisters? And they tried to jump off in traffic.
Into the traffic,
yeah,
yes.
And the cops called them, and one girl, she got loose and got hit.
Actually did it, yeah.
And then the other girl got loose and got hit. Mm-hmm. And it's like, you wanted that so much. And these are older women, or not older women, but probably around our age. But the thing is like, what causes you to be like, no, I have to do this? That's
a life of agony, I tell you that.
Mental illness, of course, right?
Mm-hmm. That, yeah.
Man, and guys, there's help out there. There's help.
Environment can push you into mental illness.
What'd you say? Environment?
Environment can push you into mental illness.
Okay, well, let's go down this rabbit hole. Well, okay, continue what you're gonna say, and let me see if.
That's what I was just saying. Like, could be just modern society that are just not equipped to deal with it. You could be a decently sane person, and you're thrown into an environment that you can't handle. And it can actually push you over that tipping point into being, whatever mental illness you want to come up with. Insane, delusional, schizophrenic, dissociative, suicidal. Yeah.
All right, so let's take a privileged person that lives in Beverly Hills, has a butler, goes to a private school, gets a $1,000 a week allowance, and has all these rich friends, and when he turns 16 he's going to get a Lamborghini. And then he's like, and then his parents say, okay, look, you've been treated so well, but you don't know what a hardship look like. So I'm going to take you to Compton, California in the 80s and just let you stay there for a month. You think that would develop that for that child?
Oh yeah, that could be PTSD. Absolutely. You know, the military does the same thing for that matter to a lot of people.
True.
Some people have a propensity to break in the end. And if you have that propensity, it's genetically in you. Certain environmental factors can push you over the edge.
Right. Yeah.
So, there could be lasting damage from that because the child is not well equipped to handle that sort of situation.
Damn, man.
And even people, if they have that propensity and they grow up in that environment, in the end, it can still break them.
What do you mean?
Like, you grow up in the ghetto.
Yeah.
Like, you grew up in a really, like, Compton, whatever. Just an extremely difficult ghetto to grow up in. If you have that genomic expression in you, you have a propensity to snap, you have that ability in you. Even growing up there, you think you can handle it, but in the end, it can still break you down and push you over the tipping point.
Do you think it's possible for someone to come from such an impoverished area, such as Compton or South Central, and we use in all these places, we can go to many other states and other cities.
Absolutely.
But
Skid Row, anything.
From someone coming from that impoverished area as a child, and then make it out and then become the person that lives in Beverly Hills 90210, why don't they have PTSD? Why is it that the person who's lived a great life...
Well, they could still have PTSD. They could deal with that for the rest of their life.
Yeah, but you don't see many people saying... You see more, like, even rappers nowadays.
Well, they're happy to be out of that element.
Yeah, but why is that okay? Why is that not okay, but, like... You don't see many people have PTSD. Like, oh man, I need to be back in the hood. Like they say, you could take someone out the hood, but you can't take the hood out of someone.
Yeah.
So why is it not the same, vice versa? You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? Like,
No, it could still be scarred. Like, yeah, you might be in the nice side of town. You might be in Beverly Hills. You might be in Buckhead.
But what I'm saying is there someone like, oh my God, I can't be around all this niceness. I can't. It's getting too much.
Oh, you're saying why does that not break people?
I mean, if someone came from the hood and was like, oh my, I can't drive this car. I can't do this. There's too many of y'all around me.
Maybe it does happen. Maybe it does, but it's not going to happen as often, obviously, because that's more comfortable to someone. So, I mean... I guess the rich life could break someone if they have that propensity. If they're just taken out of the element they know and thrown into something.
I think that's where the term comes from.
I mean, you think about it like artists that, are thrown into the limelight. It seems like they have everything, but inside they're still dealing with it.
Man, I heard Kevin Gates say some of the dopest thing. He said, look, man, because there was a comedian that was going at Kevin Gates. You know the rapper Kevin Gates, right?
Oh, yeah.
Kevin Gates said, he's like, man, because Kevin Gates is a very spiritual, in tune person at this point, He's very, he's a spiritual person, very into, he's got a 2 master's degree.
Yeah, he's a smart dude, yeah.
Very smart. But he's like, a comedian that said something about him, he was like, you know what, man, I'm not on that wave energy. He was like, tell that brother I love him to death and I hope everything works out for him. And he was like, you know what I have noticed? A lot of comedians are going through so much personal turmoil, so much personal problems, that they have to make other people laugh to make themselves feel better about them.
Well, comedians usually come from dark places.
Yes, they say
in general.
Comedy comes from pain.
Yeah, absolutely. It's your way of dealing with pain, is to make jokes about it. And make jokes about other people and things that you see. Like, that's their coping mechanism.
Yeah.
And that's why they become so great at comedy.
Man, but then you gotta look at the legends, the Richard Pryors, the James...
it might have been Rogan or someone...
Jamie Foxx's. Yeah,
someone recently actually talked about it. I can't remember who it was right offhand, but they talked about, 99% of comedians have an effed up childhood.
Yes. Damn, 99.
That's what they said.
That's a big number, dude.
Yeah.
99?
And they'll say
no, that can't be right.
That's what they said.
I wanna see that. Find that. Send that to me along with.
I'll find the clip and show you. Yeah.
All right, moving on. What else we got?
Yeah.
So, oh man, we're just getting deeper and deeper. I'm excited to see.
Yeah. This is a band we covered, but we haven't covered this song. This is the Sex Pistols with a song called Bodies. How to choose a single Sex Pistols song for this list when everything they recorded was tailor-made to upset
you were gonna
the,
say
the
trailer made.
Yeah, that was actually. Oh
Just
man,
just go.
That was like a hip hop rapper would say that.
Trailer made?
Yeah, some.
Oh,
Can't remember who it was.
Like I ain't hood made. I'm trailer made.
Yeah, trailer made. Yeah.
Okay.
But Bodies challenged even deeper traumas than the band's regular assaults on record labels and government figures by accelerating into the complicated issue of abortion.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Even more shocking was the gruesome language deployed by Johnny Rotten, almost said Axl Rotten, not sparing any blood and gore while equating his entire seemingly unwanted generation with walking, breathing abortions.
So it was about abortions?
About abortion, but then it also said he equated his generation with walking, breathing abortions.
Wow.
Unwanted.
Equating the people that's in around him and the zeitgeist era that he's living in.
Yeah.
You know, Johnny Rotten, from, what was it? We were doing top
God
10.
Save the Queen? Oh.
No, we did like, him and Axl Rose were...
The most insane artists or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
They were like number 4 or number 5.
Yeah, they were up there. Yeah.
Yes. So, man, we're going to have... Dude, Trash Talkers, let us know if there's a documentary about the Sex Pistols, because apparently these guys are out there.
Absolutely.
You know? And to make a song called Bodies, right?
Yeah.
About the people around you being so disgusted about society and the people that you
But apparently he also described, it was saying like bloody, gory detail or whatever it said, actually describing an abortion also, I think that's what they're saying.
Dude, that is crazy.
Yeah.
Y'all got to look at this from our point. Like, we're doing these, you know, the podcasts that we do, sometimes they're about, most of the time it's about music, but when we're doing these about music and we come across these lists like this of like the top disturbing songs, it's like, yes, we see that you guys request these things, but dude, wait till we get to a chance to react to it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, like, to me, Black Hole Sun, I can't wait to see why is that? Why are people saying this is one of the most disturbing videos?
Yeah.
Like, even before we did Daddy, we were like, well, why? Because there is no video.
Yeah.
But he's like, well, we were like, why? And then we heard it, and if you guys haven't seen that.
That's why.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's a few, man. There's a few, dude.
Yeah.
All right, continuing on down the list.
Last one for today.
Man, I'm so interested on the Sex Pistols. Now what? System of a Down, Chop Suey? That's
okay,
la 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 la.
No, that's Everybody's Gone.
That's Chop Suey, yeah?
No, Chop Suey is Wake Up. Put a little makeup.
The song I've been freaking singing all day.
Yeah.
I don't think you trust in
my
a self-righteous suicide. I cry when angels deserve to die. Father, love it, dude.
Now, when we did this, I don't think we went really deep on the analytical side of the lyrics here. So I don't know that we had a full grasp of what this song was about.
You're right. I think we enjoyed it, and did we do the video? I think we did the video.
Yeah, because they were in that crowd. They were on the little platform in the middle of all the people.
Yeah,
I believe he was wearing a yellow shirt, if I remember right.
Yes, I think you're right. I think, I think that we were so engulfed in the
style. Yeah, because I think it was the first one we ever did by them.
I don't know. It's definitely in our top 10 most viewed videos, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%. Quick, dude, I'm excited to see what this one's on this list. System of a Down tackled suicidal intentions in their own intimidable fashion with this unlikely mega hit, which succeeded in spite of getting pulled from many a radio station's playlist in the wake of 9/11. Okay, so this might have something to do with 9/11. Its words, according to guitarist Darren, consider how people are often defined based on the way they died, e.g., via drug overdoses, suicide, and the unfairness of this thought process. Musically, this song's frantic acting is no way prepared listeners for its beautiful piano accompanied conclusion, thus adding the song's powerful and disturbing effect. Listen, I'm gonna say this is probably my favorite System of a Down song, if not top 3.
Absolutely, yes.
But you wouldn't think that it had anything to do with...
I mean, he does say self-righteous suicide in the song.
But what does that have to do with 9/11?
Well, it just says in the wake of 9/11. I don't know that it...
Maybe it came out around then.
Yeah, it particularly applied to 9/11. But it obviously came out during that time.
I mean, and then when you hear it, this is what me and Smokey have begun to like about, rock and metal, because we didn't listen to any of this type of music until doing Rappers React. We listened to rap, we made rap, we might listen to some R&B, we might listen to some, some vaporwave, but listening to Chop Suey, wake up, what's your lazy table on the table? When you hear that, it's like, okay, this is you want to do, like it sounds so upbeat.
Yeah.
But when you take this is what I think rap doesn't do as well as rock. Like rap, when you want a message like that, you want to slow the tempo down a little bit. You want to hear it. But them, they're like, no, we're gonna give it to you like this.
Yeah.
And maybe
they're good at disguising
deep,
dark subject inside upbeat and beautiful music. Yes.
100%.
Yes. Rap does not do that.
No.
Rap is more on the nose, and they will usually you can tell the severity of the lyrics just by hearing the beat.
Yeah. 100%. If you hear a beat that comes in,
yeah,
you know it's gonna be.
And usually, if it's going to be a dark and gory, not even gory, but just a dark, heavy subject of something really sad or something, you're going to hear that piano come in first.
I was about to bring it in with the beatboxing. But now you hear it take that same topic, same genre from rap. Or same topic, and put it into like a rock or metal song. You're gonna
exactly,
yeah. And it's like, man,
I get it.
This is what's great about this, man. Man, hold up.
Yeah.
Let's get into some OMG
and some WTF.
Do we have OMG today?
You know what? I forgot where it came from. Oh no,
Lord.
We don't have OMG. We have WTF, of course. I'm going to give you the 2 headlines like we always do, and you're going to tell me which one came from Florida and which one came from Germany.
Oh, Germany. Okay, I'm 5 for 9.
Yes.
I'm 5 for 9, I think.
All right, you ready for these headlines?
Lord have mercy. Go ahead, brother.
Oh, you know what? I ruined it because I didn't even think about this.
What?
All right, I'm going to get around this.
Okay,
I'm going to get around it where I don't give it away.
Okay.
Lame dad joke gets man banned from amusement park.
How wait, this please tell me the jokes in there.
I hope so.
Please tell me the jokes in there.
I'm going to get into the synopsis.
Okay. All right, what's the other one?
The other one is man bites police dog and woman punches officer.
What's going on there? The cops are walking with the police dog. A man comes up to bite him, and then a woman just comes up and punches the cop.
That sounds like an ambush.
That does sound like an ambush. Okay. Yeah. All right, so...
But you're like, all right, I'm going to go for the dog. You go for the cop.
All right. Just get punched. Did I break my headphones? No, I didn't.
I hope not.
No, I didn't. Okay. I'm going to say... Okay, the man...
Lame dad joke gets the man kicked out of amusement park.
Okay, that's Germany. That's Germany, and the guy that bite the dog, that's... and I'm going to be honest, I really want to flip this. But I'm going to keep it. Do I get 6?
You should have flipped it.
God, you soggy son of a...
Dude, I thought about this too when Alex and JJ told us a long time ago that a lot of their stories in Germany out of Bavaria are a lot like
Florida Man.
Florida Man, yeah. Well, this one comes from Germany. Man,
maybe we can do OMG, OM Germany.
Oh, that was... Oh, man, I wish I'd have thought of that. Oh, my Germany. That's a good idea. I'm going to see if I can find more stories.
Find more and look into that, please.
Man bites police dog. Woman punches officer.
Oh, please.
In Berlin, police in Germany said Friday they detained a man for resisting arrest and biting a service dog. Officers were called to the dispute between a 29-year-old man and a 35-year-old woman in western Ginnisham, Gustavsburg, shortly after midnight. Well, it didn't even get the whole description in this.
You don't need to, Smokey. The headline gave enough. There's
so it was a domestic dispute, obviously. And when the cop comes there to break it up, I mean, I guess they were probably resisting or, causing a disturbance. He has the dog, and the man attacks the dog.
And then the chick comes up and straight Randy Couture's no, Dan Henderson the D-bomb.
Gave him the Francis Ngannou.
Yeah, Michael Chandler kick to the face.
That's crazy. It's crazy that the woman threw the punch on the cop.
And no. Wait a minute, Smokey. You just said it's crazy the woman punched the cop. This dude bit a police dog. That's not the crazy part?
Yeah. I mean, you would think if this situation is going to happen, you would think, okay, so maybe the woman bit the cop, right? And they're in a tussle and the woman bites. And no, she comes over and throws a haymaker at him.
That's more crazier than biting a freaking German Shepherd. A police-trained German Shepherd? I'm sorry.
Oh, you would think also if you're getting attacked by a dog, you're going to throw a punch, right? How do you end up in the situation to bite the dog?
That's my point. That's what makes it more crazier. Exactly. So, but here's the question though.
Yeah.
What crime serves more jail time? I think assaulting an officer. If it was
both of them are.
Oh,
I think the human officer warrants more time.
Yes.
In general. Not saying that's my opinion.
No.
I think that's what happens.
Yeah.
Because I've seen stories where they still charge you with assault on a police officer.
Yes.
But you don't get as much time as if it were the human officer. Anyway, lame dad joke gets Florida man banned from Disney World for life.
Oh, Lord.
In 2015, the guy's name, and his family stayed at the Pop Century Resort in Disney World.
Please tell me the joke's in there.
I hope so. They had a tough time dealing with the staff after making a few requests. At one point, the Florida man jokes that he could build a meth lab in his room with the time it took for the staff to help him.
Did he? And he got arrested, right?
That's what it said.
Well, all right, continue.
No. He's banned. He didn't. I don't. As it turns out, that's a mistake in the happiest place on earth. Later that night, police officers raided his room.
They did not find meth.
And subsequently banned him from Disney properties.
Did they find?
It doesn't say that they found anything, but that would be crazy. If they found it. If he actually had one in his room.
Look,
in the hotel at that.
I went straight Breaking Bad Walter White on y'all ass because it took y'all so long to get here. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But that's not okay, they didn't mention that he had the substance.
I don't think he had the substance.
But that's not a crime to make a joke.
I guess that's some of their standards that you're not allowed to talk about drugs or something.
No. This is still America. We have our
freedom of speech. No. This is a resort. I mean, like any establishment has the right to not serve anyone they want.
You're right.
So,
but at the end of the day, no. Wait a minute.
Like if you go and cuss out the cashier at Walmart,
they have the right.
They have the right to ban you from Walmart.
However,
forever.
You have the right to say to freedom of speech, so they can say you can't be in here.
That's probably why he wasn't arrested.
So just probably.
But they still raided his room. So the lady, the server, the waitress, it didn't even say man or woman. So the waiter heard that and called the police. Like,
Snitch.
he or she was so offended by that line that they turned him in for making the meth lab comment and saying that he's probably has
let me
a
ask
meth
you
lab.
This person who told him that, is that a Karen?
That would
That's
apply.
got some Karen-ish.
That would apply. I mean, like we said before, we hate that they use the word Karen because there's a lot of good Karens.
There's my Aunt Karen. Again, shout out Aunt Karen.
Exactly. But yes, that kind of constitutes that action. Yeah.
You got any family members named Karen?
I don't think so.
What's the female version of a Karen? I think they said it was
Kevin, right? That's what people are using at least.
Is it Kevin?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what people are using.
I know a Kevin that's kind of...
He's like that?
He's kind of...
That's what people are using. I don't... Is there a male version of Karen, though?
I'm not going to say his name, but literally, we went to Golden Corral one time with this dude, and he had one of his toenails that he hasn't clipped, and that motherfucker was about this damn big, and put it in there and got the whole meal free. That's kind of,
Yeah, I need to speak to your manager. Look at this.
There's a freaking toenail. Yes, it's from your toe.
Yes. That's a Kevin move right there.
That's Kevin-ish.
Yeah, maybe it's Carrie, though, because I went to school with a dude named Carrie.
Let's Google that. Hey, I know some cool Carries, though.
I guess nowadays you can't even put gender on it.
What do you mean?
You're not allowed to put gender on words anywhere, or
okay, dude.
Can't be masculine or
what's the transgender
anymore.
Word for Karen? That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
A male Karen is Ian.
Ian, really?
Wow. I had a dream last night about Ian. Wow, this is crazy. I had a dream.
That's the male version, huh?
Well, that's what Urban Dictionary says. Let me make sure I got that right. Yeah, Urban Dictionary says, dude, oh my God, this is crazy. I had a dream last night about, I know a guy named Kevin who has something to do with, to do with the thing Ian. And Ian is a middle-aged white man that finds it necessary to hurl abuse at women who believe there is an issue with male-oriented violence. Where are we going here?
I was thinking about just the strict, not really someone acting like a Karen, but I've heard people like on social media using Kevin though.
Yeah, I've heard Kevin.
Yeah.
Dude, real quick before we end it out, why have I been seeing 911 everywhere?
I don't know. We just had it again today.
Dude,
for Chop Suey.
Yes.
In the wake
oh
of
my
9/11.
God, dude. I've seen it when I woke up this morning. I just randomly looked clock 911. I went to go buy a sandwich from Quick Trip. It was a sandwich and a bottle of water. 911. I looked at my clock just a minute ago. 911. Chop Suey, 911. Had a dream about a friend of mine named Kevin with the Ian in the video. What is this? What is this about?
I don't know. Well, I know somebody in the comments gonna tell you that it's all nothing. There's no superstition involved there.
I don't think it is. I honestly,
it's a trick that your brain plays on you where you notice it.
I'm not even joking. I have seen it, and it's shown up in the craziest places, like just every day for like the past 2 months.
Like if some big events in your life revolved around 66, you would start seeing that number everywhere because you would notice it every time you saw it. Whereas right now, you notice 9/11 every time you see it. But if you saw the word 36, you're not going to pay that much attention to it.
No, but to me, 911 means emergency. Something's wrong.
Yeah.
Fix this.
Yeah.
And I haven't
especially in your dreams, you would think that.
No, but I saw Ian in my dreams. That happened to occur with a person I know named Kevin that has a correlation with Ian while doing the Trash Talkers podcast on Chop Suey with 9/11. I don't. Maybe I just overthink.
Synchronicities, man. Synchronicities.
I look at it like we are on the right path. Like things are happening as if they're supposed to. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
Wow, what a podcast, Smokey.
Absolutely, man.
What a podcast today, man. Guys, we're going to continue down this list of the top 50 most disturbing songs that everyone seems to enjoy but has a crazy backstory. Just stick around with us. And guys, thank you so much for all the reception and all the positive comments and the love and support that you guys have given us because it's greatly, greatly appreciated, right?
Absolutely.
Anything else for them, Smoke?
That's it for today, man. We said it all.
100%, guys. Check out next week's Trash Talkers Podcast every Tuesday morning, 6 a.m. right here. We will see you next Tuesday. And with that being said, my name is Berenger Hollywood. Go to sleep. 6. Bye.
I am Larry Smokey, always asleep, Cowan.
We are
over
and
out.
Deuces. Oh, that was great.
I'm just sleepwalking through life, man.